mechanical planters, four-wheel drive tractors, rice combine harvesters, and hand tractors. Mr. President, and congratulations to all our farmer beneficiaries. And now we shall witness the groundbreaking ceremony of the Korea Agricultural Machinery Industry Complex, or KAMIC. We will now witness the presentation of the newspaper and the blueprint to our president, which will be placed inside the time capsule. We will also witness the handing over of the coins that will likewise be placed inside the time capsule. The sealing of the time capsule. Into its place. Let's give them a warm round of applause. And now we will witness the covering of the time capsule with sand. Once again, a round of applause, everyone. We kindly request our president and our party to please remove your hard hats and return the shovels. Thank you. May we request the president to please proceed to the program venue. again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong na maunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong na paunlarin ang mahal natin.
We may now be seated. We may now be seated. We may now be seated. Good afternoon. We are gathered here today for the groundbreaking of the Korea Agricultural Machinery Industry Complex and turnover of the DA interventions to Central Luzon farmers. To formally begin our program, may we request Cabanatuan City Mayor Micah Elizabeth Vergara to deliver her welcome remarks.
To His Excellency President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., esteemed national and local government officials, to our Korean delegates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. I am pleased to welcome our esteemed guests who have come all the way to Cabanatuan City to join us in this groundbreaking ceremony that marks an important milestone, not only in the advancement of the country's agricultural sector, but also in the partnership between the Republic of Korea and the Philippines. This entire project would not have been possible without His Excellency President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., whose presence has made this groundbreaking even more special and truly worth all the planning and preparation. Please accept our most heartfelt gratitude for being with us today. It has been 2 years since the city government of Cabanatuan started its journey to become the site of the Korea Agricultural Machinery Industrial Complex. Following numerous meetings and site visits, the city of Cabanatuan was fortunately chosen as the KAMIC project site. Maraming salamat po. Kamsahamnida. Becoming the future home of the first ever agricultural machinery assembly complex in the country fills us with hope about the continued progress and development of Cabanatuan. Not only will it make high-quality machinery and agricultural technologies more accessible to our local farmers and cooperatives, but it will also generate jobs and empower our citizenry to be active members of the labor force who have the financial capacity to sustain themselves and their families, thereby boosting both agriculture and economic productivity in the province of Nueva Ecija. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. President for granting us 2 rice processing centers. These facilities will help the city purchase palay directly from our farmers at a higher rate and sell it to our citizens at a lower price. Kapag tuluyan pong naipatupad ang programang ito, wala na pong middleman. Kung dati, 3 kilo ng bigas ang nabibili sa araw-araw ng isang pamilya, magiging 5 kilo na po ito sa parehong presyo. My dream as a mayor is not for Cabanatuan to be the most progressive, nor even the richest city in our province. Ang pangarap ko po is for Cabanatuan to be the best place for Cabanatueños to live in, to be a city that assists its citizens in every stage of their life, Through these partnerships, the end goal is not just to provide temporary assistance, but to transform programs into sustainable endeavors that are etched into our daily lives. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President. Dahil more than ayuda, ang dala po ninyo ay programang pang-araw-araw para sa taong bayan. Muli, maraming salamat po. May this milestone renew our commitment to attaining Bagong Pilipinas and exemplify the enduring strength of the relationship between the Republic of Korea and the Philippines. Again, welcome to the city of Cabanatuan. Mabuhay po kayo, Mr. President. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Maraming salamat po, kamsahamnida.
Thank you, Mayor Vergara. And to give us the overview of the KAMIC project, may we call on Assistant Secretary for Special Concerns and Official Development Assistance, Arnel de Mesa.
Isang mapagpalang araw sa ating mahal na Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Secretary Kiko, House Speaker Boji D, at mga partners mula po sa bansang Korea, mga mahal po naming magsasaka at mga katuwang natin mula sa LGU Cabanatuan. Muli po magandang hapon. Ang Korea Agricultural Machinery Industry Complex ay produkto ng pakikipag-ugnayan ng Pilipinas sa pangunguna ng Department of Agriculture at ng LGU Cabanatuan sa bansang Korea sa pamamagitan po ng Korea Agricultural Machinery Industry Cooperative, ang pinakamalaking asosasyon ng mga agricultural machinery manufacturers sa bansang Korea. Ito po ang magiging kauna-unahang facility sa bansa na naglalayo na mag-assemble at mag-manufacture ng mga makinaryang pansaka katulad ng traktora, harvesters, cultivators at seeders na mas angkop po sa kalagayan ng ating lokal na sakahan. Layunin din po nito na palakasin ang kakayanan ng Pilipinas sa mekanisasyon sa sakahan tungo sa ambisyon natin sa masaganang agrikultura at maunlad na ekonomiya. Nagsimula po ang inisyatibang ito noon pang taong 2018 nang unang nagkaroon ng Memorandum of Understanding sa pagitan ng DA at KAMICO para sa pag-promote ng agricultural development ng dalawang bansa. At dahil na rin po sa pagpupunyagi ng ating Secretary Kiko at ng ating Pangulo, na naisapinal po noong taong 2023 ang collaborative agreement ng KAMICO, ng DA at ng LGU para po sa pagtatayo ng KAMIC. Ito ay patunay lamang ng buong suporta ng ating mahal na Pangulo sa pagpapaunlad ng ating agriculture and fishery sectors sa pagpapatibay ng ugnayan sa ating development partners sa ibang bansa kagaya po ng Korea. Sa susunod na taon, atin na pong sisimulan ang phased implementation ng KAMIC. Ang construction ay mahati sa tatlong bahagi. Ang unang bahagi ay para sa semi-knockdown assembly, ang pangalawa ay para naman sa complete knockdown assembly, at ang huling bahagi ay para naman sa manufacturing at R&D. Ang buong assembly line mula phase 1 hanggang phase 3 ay makakabuo ng sari-saring makinaryang pansaka kasama na ang mga accessories at attachments nito. Mula sa mga proyektong ito at sa iba pang initiatives ng DA at ng ating pamahalaan, nais po uli nating ipabatid ang pasasalamat sa ating Pangulo sa walang humpay na pagbibigay prioridad sa sektor ng agrikultura at patuloy na pag-agapay sa ating mga magsasaka kasama ang mangingisda para sa masaganang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Asek de Mesa. And to give us his message of support, may we call on Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs Deputy Minister Jung Wook Kim.
예, 여러분 반갑습니다. 대한민국 농림축산식품부 농업혁신정책실장 김정욱입니다. 필리핀과 한국은 농업 분야에 있어서 오랫동안 협력해 왔습니다. 잠깐만. 누가 손? 예, 다시 시작해야 될 것 같습니다. 여러분 반갑습니다. 대한민국 농림축산식품부 농업혁신정책실장 김정욱입니다.
잭잭.
예, 필리핀과 한국은 농업 분야에 있어서 오랫동안 협력해 왔습니다.
The Philippines and Korea have long maintained a close partnership in agriculture.
과거 1960년대 한국은 식량이 매우 부족했던 나라였으며 그 시절 필리핀으로부터 많은 농업 기술을 배워왔습니다.
In the 1960s, Korea faced serious food shortage, and during that time, we learned many agricultural techniques from the Philippines.
한국은 1970년대 통일벼를 개발하면서 쌀 작업을 이룰 수 있었는데 이 통일벼 품종을 시험 연구한 나라도 바로 필리핀이었습니다.
Later in the 1970s, Korea achieved rice self-sufficiency through the development of the Tongi rice variety, and it was here in the Philippines that this variety was tested and researched.
양국의 오랜 농업 협력 관계가 오늘날까지 이어져 필리핀 한국 농기계 전용공단을 조성하게 되었습니다. 공단 조성의 출발을 알리는 착공식 개최를 축하드리면서 양국 농업 협력의 역사에 함께하는 것을 영광으로 생각합니다.
Through the long-standing agricultural cooperation between our two countries, we are able to establish the Philippines-Korea Agricultural Machinery Industrial Complex, and I'm honored to be part of this historic moment in our bilateral agricultural cooperation.
이번 프로젝트는 페르디난두 알 마르코스 주니어 대통령의 관심과 지원으로 시작되었습니다. 대통령님 진심으로 고맙습니다.
This project was made possible through the strong interest and support of His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Please accept my sincere appreciation.
함께 참석해 주신 파우스티노 보지 더 서드 하원 의장님께도 감사드립니다.
We had 누구였죠? I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all the distinguished guests here.
오늘 착공식에 이르기까지 수년간의 협의 과정이 있었습니다. 프로젝트 협의가 원만히 이루어질 수 있도록 힘써주신 프란시스코 티우 라우렐 주니어 필리핀 농업부 장관님, 마이카 엘리자베스 베르가나 카파나투안 시장님, 이상화 주 필리핀 한국 대사님, 한국 농기계 공업 협동조합 김신길 이사장님께도 감사의 말씀을 드립니다.
We had a lot of discussions and coordination for several years to reach this groundbreaking ceremony. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Honorable Secretary Francisco T. Royal Jr. of the Department of Agriculture, Honorable Mayor Micah Elizabeth Vergara of the local government unit of Cabanatuan, Honorable Ambassador Sang-Hwa Lee of Embassy of the Republic of Korea, and Honorable Chairman Shin-Gil Kim of the Korea Agriculture Machinery Industry Cooperative for their dedication and cooperation throughout this process.
한국 농기계는 수출이 꾸준히 증가하며 여러 국가에서 그 우수성을 인정받고 있습니다.
Korean agricultural machinery has been steadily increasing in exports, and it is recognized for its excellence in many countries.
한국 농기계의 경쟁력을 토대로 이번 프로젝트가 필리핀과 한국 모두에게 있어 농업과 농기계 산업 발전에 크게 기여할 것으로 확신합니다.
I believe that this project will contribute to the development of agriculture and the agricultural machinery industries of both the Philippines and Korea.
필리핀에 있어서는 기계화를 통한 작물 생산성과 품질 향상, 농가 소득 증대, 그리고 지역 경제 활성화에 큰 도움이 될 것입니다. 한국 농기계 산업에 있어서는 필리핀 공단을 거점으로 삼아 동남아 지역 여러 국가들로 시장을 넓힐 수 있을 것입니다.
For the Philippines, the project will enhance crop quality and productivity through mechanization, increase farmers' income, and improve local economies. For the Korean agricultural machinery industry, KAMIC will be a strategic hub for expanding into various Southeast Asian markets.
아울러 이번 프로젝트를 계기로 농기계 분야를 넘어서 스마트팜, 농약, 비료 등 다양한 농산업 분야에서 양국이 더욱 폭넓게 협력하고 교류하기를 바랍니다.
In addition, I hope this project will be helpful for deeper cooperation not only in agricultural machinery but also in other fields such as smart farming, agricultural chemicals and fertilizers.
앞으로 공사가 본격화되면 여러 예기치 못한 어려움이 있을 수 있습니다. 순조롭게 공단이 조성되고 이후에도 한국 기업들이 안정적으로 정착할 수 있도록 필리핀 정부의 지속적인 관심과 지원을 부탁드립니다.
We may face many difficulties arising during the project. I kindly request the continued attention and support of the Philippines government.
한국 정부도 이 프로젝트가 원활히 진행될 수 있도록 필리핀 정부, 한국 기업들과 긴밀히 소통하면서 협력하겠습니다.
The Korean government will also support the Philippine government and Korean companies to ensure the successful implementation of this project.
또한 올해 7월에 필리핀 정부에서 농기계 조립단지 조성과 교육훈련 OD 사업 제안서를 주셨습니다. 조립 공장의 공동 활용, 전문 인력 양성 등 시너지 효과가 예상됩니다. 한국 정부의 관련 부처와 적극 협의하겠습니다.
In July this year, the Philippine government proposed an ODA project for the establishment of an agricultural machinery assembly complex and training program. We look forward to strong synergy through shared assembly facilities and the development of skilled manpower, and the Korean government will actively coordinate with the relevant departments of the Philippines.
다시 한번 바쁘신 일정에도 이번 착공식에 참석해 주신 대통령께 깊이 감사드립니다. 프로젝트와 착공식 행사를 준비하시느라 애쓰신 양국 실무 관계자분들께도 각별한 감사의 말씀을 전합니다.
Again, I extend my sincere appreciation to His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. for honoring us with his presence at today's groundbreaking ceremony. I also convey my appreciation to all here for their efforts to preparing this project and today's ceremony.
고맙습니다.
Thank you.
살만포.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Minister Jung-Wook Kim. And to give us another message of support, may we call on the chairman of the Korea Agricultural Machinery Industry Cooperative, Mr. Shin Gil Kim.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I'm Shin-gil Kim, Chairman of the Korea Agricultural Machinery Industry Cooperative. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. for honoring us with his presence at today's groundbreaking ceremony for the Korean Agricultural Machinery Industry Complex. I would also like to extend my sincere appreciation to the distinguished guests here today. 2 years ago, I had the privilege of presenting to His Excellency President Marcos Jr. the history of Korea's agricultural development. Thanks to his deep interest and decisive leadership, you are able to gather here today to celebrate this meaningful groundbreaking ceremony. As you know, Korea achieved agricultural mechanization at one of the fastest rates in the world. Building upon this valuable experience, we are committed to the following goals: advancing the Philippine agricultural machinery industry, increasing agricultural productivity nationwide, training and nurturing professional human resources, localizing machinery to the Philippines through joint R&D with PhilMec, exporting agricultural machinery manufactured by this complex, creating sustainable employment opportunities. To achieve this vision, we believe that the tenant companies in the complex should be provided a stable infrastructure. We also believe farmers should have easy access to the machinery produced in this complex by providing institutional framework such as the RCEP, the CCEP, and the ACEP programs. When the tenant companies in the phase 1 achieve a strong result, it will create a momentum to attract more Korean enterprises in the future. In addition, we plan not only to produce agricultural machinery, but also to share Korea's advanced farming technologies. This complex will stand an important milestone in the progress of the Philippines' agricultural mechanization. His Excellency President Marcos Jr. and the distinguished guests, I hope this complex will grow to become Asia's leading hub for the agricultural machinery industry in the future. May God bless you all. Salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. Shin Gil Kim. At this point, may we call on Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. to introduce our guest of honor and keynote speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you to Agricultural Secretary Kiko Laurel. Please take your seats. Our House Speaker, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Boji D, the other members of the House of Representatives that are here with us today, the Republic of Korea Ambassador, His Excellency Lee Sang-hwa, Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs Deputy Minister Jung Woo Kim, Korea Agriculture Machinery Industry Cooperative Chairman Shin Gil Kim, Cabanatuan City Mayor Micah Vergara, Mr. Mayor, fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga magsasaka dito sa Nueva Ecija. And also, a good afternoon to our friends who have come to be with us today from South Korea. We witnessed today the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the Korea Agricultural Machinery Industrial Complex, or KAMIC. This is one of the projects that we have long looked forward to, knowing how essential reliable machinery is to our farmers. We all know all the hardships that come with farming. Our farmers work tirelessly. They invest their money, time, effort, just to put food on the tables of their countrymen. Yet for many, the income that they receive does not align with the effort that they put into their work. Machinery for farming makes farming more efficient and profitable. However, the equipment that will make their work easier still has to be bought from outside of the Philippines, from overseas. And even then, many of the tools are not designed for the specific needs of our farmers here in the Philippines. These struggles deserve solutions that are lasting and within reach. Kagaya ng sabi ng ating butihing mayor, nararamdaman araw-araw at nararamdaman panghanap buhay. That is what we are trying to achieve. And so today, on the continuing search of these solutions, we unveil one of these solutions. This complex will be built for Filipino farms, tended by our local farmers. The KAMIC is the first agricultural machinery production complex in the Philippines. Its purpose is to strengthen our capacity to develop and to build farm machinery. Designed with Filipino farmers in mind, these tools will help increase production, improve crop quality, and ultimately raise the income of our farmers. Gone are the days when our farmers will have to wait for the parts for their equipment. No more overpriced equipment. No more farmers left behind in farming technology. The importance of mechanization cannot be in agriculture cannot be overstressed. Marami po tayong mga karatig bansa na kung titignan nyo po ay talagang napakataas ng level of mechanization nila. Kaya't mas efficient sila. Mas mababa ang production cost, mas mababa ang pagbenta sa ating mga palengke, at sa ganun, mas malaki ang kinikita ng ating mga farmer. Kaya't napakahalaga na makapagbigay tayo ng magagandang gamit, magagandang equipment, kagaya nitong nakikita natin, at mas maganda pa kung ito ay ginawa sa Pilipinas. Dahil unang-una, hindi tayo nag-aantay ng pyesa, at yung mga traktor na ito, kung ano ang hiningi ng ating mga magsasaka. Sasabihin nila, kailangan namin ng harvester. Kailangan na, hindi yung harvester ninyo masyadong malaki, masyadong maliit. Pwede nating ayusin yun. Kaya't parang pinapasadya ang equipment para sa pangangailangan ng ating magsasaka. Kaya't napakahalaga nitong araw na ito, napakahalaga itong ating ginagawa. To our Korean partners, thank you for believing that the Philippines is worth investing in. Thank you for trusting the Filipino farmer and for taking part in our shared problem. Kamsahamnida. Our partnership together brings technology and hope to these individuals who nourish and who sustain us. I assure you that the government will continue to promote policies to protect your investment here in the Philippines. And aside from the ceremonial groundbreaking of KAMIC, we will also distribute and turn over various equipment and farm inputs from the Department of Agriculture. Yan pong mga traktor na ating dinaanan, dyan na po, naka-assign na sila. Yung mga beneficiary po na iba't ibang Irrigators Association, mga co-op, ay nandyan na po. Simula pa lang yan. Among those that we distribute and turn over today, four-wheel drive tractors with implements, mechanical planters, si Sekiko nahingian na ng, anong hiningi sa'yo nung isang harvester? Madadagdagan ka agad ng harvester. Kaya with implements, mechanical planter, harvester, hand tractor, hybrid seeds, fertilizers, foliar, and soil ameliorants. To our farmers, we hope these machines will lighten your load. Never naman mangyari na magiging madali ang pagsasaka. Pero sana mapabilis ang trabaho ninyo at sana naman ay mapagaang ang inyong trabaho. Para naman magkaroon kayo ng panahon na makasama ang inyong mga mahal sa buhay. Imbes na nandun kayo sa bukid na nagtatrabaho, ay nandyan kayo sa kasama ninyo yung inyong pamilya. I truly believe that agriculture is the soul of our economy. This is why we will continue to advance the agricultural sector with technology and the support that our farmers rightly deserve, suited to the demands of the modern world. With the help of KAMIC and the hard work of our farmers, I am confident that our nation's future will be more prosperous. The farmers' future will be more prosperous. And our kababayan's future will also be more prosperous. That is how important the work of our farmers is to the rest of the country. Together, we will build productive fields here in Central Luzon and across the country where every farmer can stand tall and be dignified for the work that he or she does. That is our continuing dream, and that is what we will continue to work for. Thank you very much. Mabuhay ang mga magsasakang Pilipino. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now may we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity. May we invite Agriculture Secretary Laurel, Ambassador Lee Sang-hwa, and House Speaker Faustino D. III to also join the President. First, may we invite on stage the Republic of Korea delegates, please. DA officials, please stand by. Thank you to our Republic of Korea delegates. You may now descend the stage. DA officials and Magbubukid Party List Congressman Ferdinand Beltran, you may now proceed on stage. LGU Cabanatuan City officials, please stand by. Thank you, DA officials. You may now descend the stage. LGU Cabanatuan officials, you may now proceed on stage. Thank you, LGU Cabanatuan officials. You may now descend the stage. At this point, may we request the President to kindly grant us a group photo downstage. Likewise, may we invite all our farmer beneficiaries and guests to please stand and gather at the center for a group photo with the President. Ready? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mr. President, for granting us a photo opportunity. That concludes our program. Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing the groundbreaking of the Korea Agricultural Machinery Industry Complex and turnover of DA interventions to Central Luzon farmers. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong na maunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong na paunlarin ang mahal